Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be my December TBR, but I also have a little special announcement before we get into the TBR. So for the month of December, I've decided that I'm going to be uploading 2 videos a week up until Christmas, but I'm also going on a hiking trip for the majority of December, so I have pre-filmed a bunch of videos, and they will be releasing on Tuesdays and Fridays. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know also that I won't be able to respond to comments, obviously, because I'm going to be hiking in places where there is no cell phone signal, and I don't want to be on my phone while I'm hiking either. But yes, I'm very excited about this month's content. I had a lot of fun filming it, and I tried to do a little bit of a few different things, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But without further ado, let's get into my TBR for December. So I've decided for the month of December, I'm only going to read poetry, because I have accumulated quite a substantial amount of poetry now, and I love poetry, so I thought I would dedicate the last month of the year, my birthday month, to reading only poetry. So I've got 5 poetry collections here. I know I'm not going to finish them all because I don't read poetry quickly. I like to read only a couple of poems a day and then ruminate on them, and then the next day I might pick up the poetry collection again and read some more. So I don't expect to finish all of these in this month, but I'm very excited about them. We kind of have a little bit of a theme going color-wise. We've got some pinks, purples, blues. Let's get straight into it. Also, please ignore the construction noises, because I can't stop my neighbor's construction, so we just deal with it. The first poetry collection I've got is Felicity by Mary Oliver. I have read a couple of Mary Oliver's poems over the years, and a lot of them come from Felicity. I don't remember any of them now, but I am very excited to be getting into Mary Oliver's poetry, because what I have read I've really enjoyed, and so many people sing her praises. She won a Pulitzer Prize, so surely she's a good poet. Then the next one I have is Stem of the Moon by Thandi Sliepen. She is a local poet from the town that I'm in. She doesn't live here anymore, but she lived here when I was younger, and she has published 2 collections of poetry. This is her most recent one, so I thought I would read it, because I've read a couple as well, and I really enjoyed them, so I'm very excited to be reading a South African poet, and actually somebody that I know, which is very cool to be able to say that. Then the next one I have is Night Sky with Exit Wounds by Vuong. Obviously everybody also loves Vuong and sings his praises. He won the T.S. Eliot Prize in 2017, so I don't think I've read any of his books. I mean, his poems, except the titular poem, Night Sky with Exit Wounds. So I'm very intrigued to see if I will like his poetry, and whether I will want to be purchasing more of his collections in the future. And then, next up, I have Crossing the Water by Sylvia Plath. I made a video about her writing routine, and ever since then I've wanted to read more of her works. I actually hadn't read anything before I made the video about her daily routine, but one of my favorite poems of hers is in here, and it's called I Am Vertical. I hope you can, let's just wait for it to focus. If you want, you can pause and read it, but one of my favorite poems of hers is I Am Vertical, and it's in this collection, so I'm very excited. And I can't wait to get into my Sylvia Plath phase, even though I've heard from other people that they didn't really enjoy her poetry as much, but I shall be the judge of my own poetry taste. And then the last one that I have is Dearly by Margaret Atwood. And I never knew that Margaret Atwood wrote poetry, because everybody knows her for The Handmaid's Tale and all of her other older works, but I found out that she was she was a poem. Margaret Atwood is a poem, yes. That she was a poet, and suddenly I was like, that makes so much sense. Of course Margaret Atwood is a poet. And I found this copy in a bookshop in Pretoria when I went there last, and it has a poem in the front. So somebody went and stuck their own poetry in a copy of Margaret Atwood's poetry book. I read the poem when I first bought it, and I really enjoyed it. But I don't know who the poet is, but I'm very excited to read Margaret Atwood's poetry. I also have read the titular poem dearly, and I really enjoyed it. And I also think I will enjoy her style of poetry. So yes, I'm very excited about this month's reading. I don't think I'm going to be finishing most of these books, but I'm very excited. I love poetry, as I said, and I can't wait to be reading more poetry. I haven't read poetry in so long, and I miss it so much, so I can't wait to get into reading these poetry books. Can't wait to find some new favorite poets. With that out of the way, thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. And I can't wait for you guys to see all the content that I have planned for this month. I will see you again very soon with another video. Bye.